What's up, YouTube Live? Eric Kaiser's Quest, my spiritual awakening, slash probably some of the worst YouTube content ever seen, but this is the beginning, the learning process, and I want to document it all. It's always fun to look back at where you began, and this is where I began, and the silly things that happened in my life left me without the tools I thought I needed. And then from research and stuff like that, I realized that, and keep in mind, all this stuff just comes to me on good old YouTube. I love this platform. And just to, the right content just seems to come my way all the time. I don't know where it comes from, but, I've really decided to really invest in YouTube for the future. And I mean that as my business that I'm building, my brand, many of brands actually. I'm going to use the power of YouTube to, help distribute messages. One message being for the Dad Project, Dads Against Drinking. I want to get out there through donations and help kids not make the mistakes I made and not get slowed down and be retired by 25. You know what I mean? Because there are ways nowadays to do that. And thank God for y'all. I invested a lot of my time and energy into learning those ways, and YouTube is one of those ways. Now, I thought I knew a lot about YouTube, but, I don't even know. I know more than 90% of humanity does. But then there's another 10% of people out there who are just, they have been in the game from the beginning. They understand all the algorithms. They understand how to monetize the pages, how to optimize them, how to have everything running the right way, what keywords need to be where, how to test those keywords. There's so much that goes into it. So for once in my life, I've noticed about my life, I did great as a window tinter, but I could have done amazing stuff. You know what I mean? Could have did way better than I did, but I never wanted to be a window tinter for the rest of my life. I knew that. So I never invested all my time and energy into learning every damn thing I could about window tint. And if you're going to be an expert at anything and you want to be very, very successful in anything, you really need to become an expert at whatever it is. So I want to take YouTube so serious. That's all I'm doing now is listening to YouTube. And people who have been following me, I was going to do business with other people and do an ad agency and stuff like that. But I've learned through my knowledge that I'm not passionate about selling ads to people. So I'm not going to really like doing it. So what's the sense of building a company that I'm not going to like doing it? I was only going to do it because you can make like 10 grand a week easy, but I'm not really in it for the money. I'm in it for the experience. I'm in it for the happiness of doing something every day with my life that I actually enjoy doing. And, my shows are going to be based around education, and I'm going to have different age brackets for my shows, and we'll see which one takes, which one doesn't take. It's going to be a lot of experimenting with different things, but that's what all this is all about, right? I'm going to show y'all my view right now. I'm an outside guy, as you can always tell. Moon is like super bright still, so it looks like daylight when the sun's not even up. I like to always be outside when I do these things. Just makes it a lot more interesting, but so that's where I'm at. I'm gonna become a YouTube expert. I'm gonna learn everything I need to learn about YouTube. I'm gonna learn everything I need to know about editing. I'm gonna buy better cameras, better lights, better everything, and really, really hit it hard with this, because my biggest thing is I see the potential of spreading the Dad Project message everywhere by creating a show what I'm calling Super Dad. I'm almost ready to start shooting the first episode of that. I think I'm going to do it this weekend, so that should be exciting. But that's just where I'm at right now. I like to always fill people in on what I'm doing, because you are following my life if you're following this. And for those who are watching it, realize this is this isn't the way you become very successful doing content on YouTube. But I'm going to keep this channel to come on here every day and talk about what's going on and let y'all know how I am changing my YouTube game, what I'm learning, and things like that. And then, of course, I'm going to have a channel for newbie vloggers to get involved and see exactly what it takes to go from no subscribers, well, the 117 that I've had from, when I was building a school bus, to a lot of subscribers, because that's my plan, right? I'm going to get a lot of subscribers. And the reason it's going to work for me is I kind of have an unfair advantage because of the way my life took me. I got involved with Legendary Marketer. Anybody who wants to work from home, there's links all over this page. Find one and click it. Get on in here. I'm telling you, it changed my life. So the affiliate marketing taught me how to target market people on Facebook. It taught me how to outsource a lot of stuff. So, I'm going to start looking for people who could do things for me so I don't have to do all the work. And that'll happen as I build it. But I just want to show everybody every aspect of what it takes, And how it all started, though, is really important. It started when I took my life serious, when I invested in myself, when I got healthy, when I really put myself before anything that society cares about. You know what I mean? I don't get wrapped up in the hustle bustle of, I got to work because I want that boat so I can feel cool. Or that feeling it gives me. I'm learning life's about having that feeling all the time, whether you have $100 in your bank or you got $100,000 in your bank. It's about the feelings. It's not about what we possess as people. So always remember that. But let's jump back into the 21 years, right? I mean, right away, my 21st birthday, I don't even remember how it ended, but that was a time where it was all about girls, really. That's what I was learning. I was learning how to have more swag, be more suave, what worked, what didn't work, and young people understand, there's so much more to it. Don't get sucked up into that crap about, being the cool guy, the popular guy, this guy, that guy. You know what guys win? The realest guy, and the nicest guy. Even though everybody says nice guys finish last, I'm gonna really describe how that works for y'all. If you get into a relationship and you just can't be yourself, exactly who you are, without worrying about the person leaving you and things like that, then it's just not meant to be. And, you should know that pretty early on in the relationship. I'm smart now. I am a seasoned veteran when it comes to relationships. I will never fall back into one that has any capability of going sideways. And it's because of everything that I've been through in relationships, right? If you're in your 20s and you think you're meeting the one and this and that, just understand. When you meet that one, the one that we're all supposed to have, you're going to know it, right? So you don't have to question anything. It's the ones that you're meeting when you're drunk and things like that, you trick yourself into thinking that the intentions are true. Always remember, if two people do not serve each other equally from the door, it's not going to work. It's not going to work because the emotions that we carry around as people. Now, if you get on a very awake level and you can think very consciously, I don't know, how it comes down to. I almost think you can make a relationship work with anybody as long as both parties are willing to do the same amount of work. If you don't have two equal parties, then again, it's not serving each other equally. So you run into that problem. But relationships are hard nowadays. I'm going through a separation right now, but again, we're going to film it and make lessons out of it for other parents who are going through the same thing, to not be those parents that keep the kids away from each other, and just the nasty, rotten things that we do as a society to each other. The only thing we truly got is this right here. It's the only thing that we truly own. Anything else can be taken away in seconds. You can light something on fire and lose it. You know what I mean? It's gone forever. But this baby right here, it's all you got to keep safe. And So many people punish their bodies and treat it like crap, and really need to get out of that mindset, people. 2018, like, how come we're not eating food? Let's go back to eating food, you know? All this stuff streams together, and it comes down to what's killing your relationships, or, you know, maybe your emotions, maybe your feelings. You know, nobody wants to live with guilt or freaking anger or jealousy or any of that. You don't have to live with those emotions if you get your mind and your body right. You got to get one with yourself, and all the rest of that stuff goes away. And that's coming from a 23-year social alcoholic. If I can change my life over, and I did this overnight, like, what, 15 months ago? Just decided to change. When I made that decision, everything in my life started to change. And that's what I really want people to get excited about, is if you think you have it really hard, just change, right? I said it yesterday. 1% of people make 400 grand and they live a little debt free than we do, right? And that is ridiculous that people who make 400 grand live in debt. If I made 400 grand for 5 years, that would have been the quickest retirement you've ever seen, because I would have been smart with the money and I would have made investments to have a escape plan at 5 years. Let's not forget, people, what the ultimate goal in life is, right? It's freedom. It's freedom to do what you want. And let me tell you something. When you're making a living doing what you actually like and you're passionate about, it doesn't feel like work anymore. So you're very abundant, because now you're living life by your own terms, right? You're winning the game. And to win the game, you've got to really start focus on you, getting you perfect, and then start looking around you. You know, start looking at your hobbies. Start thinking about the things you used to do as a kid. What really lit your soul on fire? Because it's 2018. More than likely, you could figure out a way to make money doing that. And then I'll go back to how this video began. That's why I'm studying the crap out of YouTube. To be the best at it, to understand it, to make sure every time I use it at the best abilities possible. That's how you become successful in this day and age. Master it, become an expert. Everything I'm doing right now, like listening to Stream Punks, that book is amazing. Everything I'm doing right now in my life is changing my life every single day. And all began with making the right damn decisions. So anybody needs any one-on-one coaching, get at me. I'm available. All right. Peace. I love y'all. Going back to my beautiful bike ride. I'm going to watch that sun come up and have a great friggin' day. Y'all have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.